Kitchen Garden Allotments.
Hi guys, and welcome back to Dan's Kitchen Garden Allotment. Just before this video starts, please go along and hit that subscribe button to come along and join the family. So then guys, we're in mid-September and it's time to do a allotment update. So let's go and have a look at the allotment. So then, the last couple of months we've had, unfortunately I don't think it's been summer. We've had more like autumn and winter over the last 6 to 12 weeks. And the allotment has suffered. I've had quite a few failures this year, and I've also had some non-failures. So then guys, let's have a look at the allotment and let's show you what's been going on in September. So then I'll start off on allotment 1. The sweet corn this year, we've had quite a good harvest. There will be a harvesting video coming out very shortly. There is a few more cobs to be taken, and they will be taken within the next week or so, and these will just be left to die down and ready to burn. The massive sunflower we had, absolutely massive. Look at the size of that. It worked out to be near enough 9.5 feet with a massive head on the top of it. So some of these seeds will be saved and some of them will be going to the birds over the winter period. The sweet corn this year, I couldn't get the F1 Wilkinsons, the ones I normally get, so this was just F1 corn I brought offline, and it hasn't been very good this year. I don't think they haven't got the height, and the corns are very small, unfortunately. So I need to get straight onto Wilkinsons and get their F1s as soon as they come available. As I move over to the butternut squash area, yes, it has taken off, and I have got quite a few crops of butternut squash inside here. I've counted about 10, so they're going to be harvested probably late October or when this all just starts to die back. And as you can see, the browning of the leaves are just starting now, and it'll probably be about 4 or 5 weeks. Some reason this was all butternut squash, and we've got a rogue. Well, they're meant to be butternut squash, but we got a rogue tiny pumpkin. I don't know where that's come from, but that's probably ready to harvest and store up with the rest of them, which is in a video that you will be seeing very, very soon. So then as I move down the allotment 1, you can see I was up here yesterday clearing all the weeds, all the top weeds off, and it is starting to get nice and clear on this plot. The Carol's pumpkins she sent me, unfortunately I've only had 3 come off, and they are funny colours. I'm not too sure what they are. They were a surprise, but I think this is down to my fault because I left this black membrane in, and it didn't give access to the plant to shoot vines back into the ground. So next year I'm going to have to think of something else. What I was thinking is maybe getting the thinner black membrane, the cotton, the material stuff, so it can poke through and make holes into the soil below. But that's absolutely fine. As I move across, my peas are just coming up. These are a late setting of peas, hopefully by the end of September. Saying that, I've just seen we've got a couple of them here coming up already, so this is going to be due a harvest very soon. And the second in planting of the runner beans, I didn't think these would come out. I didn't think we would get any harvest from them, but I'll tell you what, we have, and they are setting. As you can see, they are setting, so I should have a good late crop of runner beans. Next year got better plans for the runner beans, so stay tuned for that. As I move over here, the pond absolutely beaming with little frogs. I've seen so many in this pond. I had to clear a little bit of this. I'm not too sure what this top stuff's called, but it's caused by the sun, so I cleared a little bit out, and you should have seen the amount of frogs swimming around in this water. The area, as I've said, I've just left it all wild to go wild, this little section, because you've got to give something back to the wildlife as well. The fruit area has come to an end now. There's absolutely nothing in there at all. The rhubarb will die back now, and the rest of the energy will go back into the bulb to store up for next year. The Brussels sprouts are taking off. They're absolutely fantastic. I probably won't get a crop of them until around about late December, Christmas time hopefully. As you can see, the slugs have been in with the cabbages and completely annihilated them, but hopefully there'll still be some good cabbage heads to be eaten on. Where the runner beans were, as you can see, I've cleared the section now and it's completely cleared out. Here what I'm planning to do in the autumn is to put a dwarf plum tree and a dwarf apple tree, and then just completely bark this area so they have plenty of room to grow. I've given up with growing runner beans in this section because it seems to be something wrong with the soil. I did give it a good feed last year and I seem to be getting a lot of problems. So then, that is how plot 1 is looking like in mid-September. So let's go over to plot 2. So then, as you can see, the gooseberries are finally finished now. This section in the winter, I need to give it a good clear and decide what I'm going to do with this section, because it's just a place for hilding weeds and it's not very good at all. So I'm going to sort that out over the winter period. This area here, I cleared it, if you remember. The potatoes were here, and I'm going to be placing some winter onions and winter garlic probably mid-October. So as I move down, yes, as I said, there's loads of bloody weeds, but I can still see the vegetables in there. For some reason this weed here has just gone mental all over the allotment, and that's it really. It's just mainly top weeds, but I've still got a couple of marrows to take. As you can see down there, they've kind of stopped growing now, and they will be taken within the next video or so. Got a row of carrots. They're probably near enough getting ready to come up now. They will be coming up within the next week or so as well. And I have a massive row of beetroot here. I've had I've already took 2 rows, and this is the leftover row that I have, and this is what I will be cropping within the next month or so. If you can see in this area here, I have got some parsnips, and as you can see, the weeds are kind of took out over in and out of the plot, but it doesn't really matter. This can get cleared very, very quick. And as you can see, that is how plot 2 is looking. Yes, I know you're asking, where are the pumpkins? The pumpkins have already been harvested, and that video will be coming up very, very shortly, probably the next video. So then guys, let's head back to the shed. So then guys, wow, what a year we've had so far with all this rain and cold weather we had. Yesterday we had full-on sun. It was 30 degrees in my London area, and now look at it, it's just blooming cloud. We've got rain expected this afternoon, so I don't know if I'm going to get much more done down here at all, because obviously with the rain it's pointless of doing it. So then guys, I hope you enjoyed that little update on the allotment and what I'm doing on my allotments and stuff like that. So if you like these videos, there will be a lot more coming out over the winter period, so please don't forget to go along and hit that subscribe button to come along and join the Dan's Kitchen Garden Allotment and the family. And we have a lot of competitions coming up very, very shortly over the Christmas period. So then guys, until the next video, I'll catch you later.